This week's challenge mode is Golgoroth, and for the challenge, what you have to do is every single time you do a damage phase on Golgoroth, each teammate has to hold the gaze. So you come in here with 6 people, you come in here with 5 people, every single teammate must hold the gaze. So what we did is we just numbered everybody. You're taking first gaze, I'm taking second gaze, you're taking third, fourth, fifth, sixth down the line. And we're going to take down front right orb. We're still running the one orb strategy. So if that's the strategy you've been doing, you're doing the exact same strategy, but you're just with a little bit of a twist where you're going to need other teammates to capture the gaze and pass it on down to the 6th gaze. And then once it runs out, the 6th gaze runs out, you're just rinsing and repeating, killing ads, doing the one orb strat again. So before we get into an actual run, I'm just going to show you. So I'm bottom right, that's where I'm at, front right orb, and then we have our person in back left orb. Back left is going to be the first gaze grabber. So once they grab it, we'll start shooting front right. If we have a Titan, they'll hop down, pop their bubble. Everybody will get ready. Once they're ready, I will take the gaze. I am gaze grabber number 2. Once I take it, gaze grabber number 1, feel free to run down there, and you're going to help start to shoot Golgoroth, take his damage down. I'm counting down, 15, 10, 8. At about, I'd say 8 seconds, have the third gaze grabber. They're going to leave the pit, and they will be taking the third gaze. Around this time, the timer is going to be run out. You're not going to be able to shoot Golgoroth anymore from that position of front right. Everybody's going to leave the pit. Then you're just going to have the 4th gaze grabber set up in front of front right. They will take it next from 3rd. Then have 5th gaze grabber. They are in back left. They will take it 5th. And then obviously you're going to end with your 6th gaze grabber up by front right orb. Now, you do not have to do it in the same order every single time. You can change it up if you'd like. We just numbered everybody because we thought it would be less confusing if everybody was getting the gaze the same exact way every single phase. Again, we're doing the one orb strategy. You can do this with the one orb strategy. I personally thought the challenge mode was going to be to do all 6 orbs with another little twist. You can still do the one orb strategy. Now, in this run, this was kind of one of our first runs, so it was pretty sloppy. And we almost take him to enrage, or I think he does. We barely beat him before he enrages. So you see back left is setting up. Everybody's getting ready. They got their ammo. Back left is taking the first gaze. I will be taking second gaze. My teammates are shooting down front right. If you've done Gary before, you know what's happening. I'm taking second gaze. This is where I'm starting to count out the time. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. I would say at about 8 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. If you want to cut it closer than that, you can do that. Have your third person leave. You see a third person's leaving to the left right there. He's leaving to the left. He's going to be capturing it third. Now, we did have the person with unstable light jump out. I would just have them jump out of the way. Okay, so third gaze is grabbed. 4th gaze grabber to my right. He's taking it right now. He just took it. Gary's turning around. 5th gaze grabber is going to get set up and take it as soon as possible. The second that back opens, make sure to take that thing. There is 5th gaze grab, and now our teammate is getting the last gaze right now. Your 6th teammate, they're going to have to run around, have some teammates help shoot their friggin' ogre balls because they're going to be getting spammed with those things for 18 seconds. So just run around, shoot orbs if need be. Now, we didn't do it in this run. It was kind of one of the first runs we were kind of doing, so we were kind of just trying to figure out what's best to do. That first gaze grabber, once I take it, if you're number 2 up here in front of front right, that gaze grabber, they need to come down just like you do with the one orb strat where they can come on down and they start shooting Gary as well. And then guys, it's just rinse and repeat from there. I would make sure to not have a Titan grab the gaze first or second just so they can pop their weapons a light bubble down low. Having hunters is nice because you can shoot them with your bow and arrow. I would suggest, I'm a hunter in this run, I would suggest having a hunter be the second gaze grabber, the one in front of front right, so they can shoot Golgoroth with their bow and arrow, then take gaze, and it's going to run out at about, 10 seconds. If you have a second hunter, then they can shoot their bow and arrow, and then you can get 2 bow and arrows and weapons of light, and you're going to be able to do it a lot quicker than we did. That's what we did in our second run, and we did it a lot quicker than we did, which is our first run, which is what you're seeing right now. Like I said, we pretty much take him to enrage with our first run. We barely beat him. Second run was a lot cleaner, a lot smoother. So if you got a Titan, make sure they're going to be down in the pit with their weapons of light bubble. Hunters, if you have hunters, set it up, stagger those bow and arrows so you can get 2 every single run. You guys are going to be doing a ton of damage. Now, we had a lowest light person doing Cursed Thrall duty. They were kind of doing double duty. They were shooting Golgoroth for the first, 6 or 7 seconds and then checking for Cursed Thrall. If you have double Titans, you could have a Weapons of Light and Blessings and then have them have Helm of Save 14 on, and then you probably don't even have to really worry about Cursed Thrall and everybody can just shoot. And then, yeah, guys, it's just rinse and repeat. If you do it on hard, you're going to be getting guaranteed 320 stuff. If you do it on normal, you're guaranteed 310 stuff. Definitely get in here. It's guaranteed stuff. You are guaranteed to get something that doesn't absolutely suck. You're going to be getting armor and another artifact. And yeah, that's about it. You're just rinsing and repeating the strategy that I just laid out for you guys. If you find a better one or an easier one, do that one. This is just what me and my teammates did. It's what worked for us. It doesn't mean it's the best strategy out there. If you find a better one, use that one. I'm going to stop talking. I'm sure you've probably grasped what we're doing by now. And yeah, good luck. Get it done. Get your armor. And hopefully you get lucky and you get a hard drop on top of the challenge mode drop. One of our teammates, he got like a 320 chest piece just from Golgoroth, and then he got like 320 boots from the challenge mode. So he bumped up like, I don't know, like a light and a half or something like that. So if you're lucky, you get that stuff. You'll see the rewards here at the end. You can skip ahead if you want to. Maybe you've already even skipped to the end to just see what the rewards are. But yeah, make sure to not forget about Cursed Thrall as well. That's another thing. Make sure you're throwing nades down there and everything like that to clear out the pit. Oh, and about dying. Me and my teammates weren't really sure. So if somebody died, we just wiped. So we did the whole run without anybody dying. Well, like, I guess if you're a warlock, it doesn't matter. You can just self-res. I think it's based off of the first damage cycle. So if you do the first cycle with 6 people, you got to do the rest of the cycles with 6 people as well. I could be totally wrong. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody could clarify in the comment section for me. But we had, I think we had 3 runs before this or 2 runs before this where we had a person die. We just wiped and started over. If you come in here with 5 people, that's fine. Just do it with 5 people. Now, you can also, if you're raiding with people you raid with all the time, we didn't do this because, we didn't think we needed it. You just use the 1 orb the whole time. You can do a second orb if you'd like to. It just, is going to add more stuff to do, more things to keep track of. So if you want to do 2 orbs, that's perfectly fine. Do 2 orbs. We only needed 1 orb, so we did 1 orb. Anyway, hopefully the video was helpful, guys. Have a good one. See ya. see there, we barely beat him before he enraged, and for a second we thought we were going to get juked, but luckily we did not. And you'll see here in a second the rewards, and then obviously you're going to get an emblem as well, and you're going to get one of the missing calcified fragments. You won't cut it this close. I don't know why. We didn't have our first gaze grabber running down there to shoot Golgoroth like we normally do with the one-orb strategy. We didn't have a Titan going into the pit to do weapons of light. So you definitely shouldn't cut it as close as we did on our first run. Our second run was way faster in our first run. But anyway, get in there, get your guys' stuff. Hopefully you get some good drops. Have a good one. See ya.